Hi there, welcome back. I was talking to some guys last week who I'll be running a course for in January. It's bushcraft. It's going to be for dads and for guys who want to spend a little bit more time in the outdoors, funded by Falkirk Council. One of the things they said to me was they weren't sure they'd be able to continue with this because of the cost of acquiring all the gear. I think there's a lot of people out there, well, one or two high profile people out there whose exploits and equipment perhaps makes people think that this is something that is going to be preclusive because of the cost. I'm going to make a cup of coffee today just out here in the trees, pretty ordinary stuff. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use for that, and hopefully we're going to dispel some of the myth at least that you need to spend a lot of money, because chances are you already have the kit that you're going to need. Let's take a quick look. This is my back pocket or pocket brew kit, bottle of water, a repurposed tomato can and a tin cup. This one came from Cost Cutter, I think it was about 50p. Here's a sachet of coffee, obviously, a decidedly non-threatening UK legal penknife. It's not particularly good, it's absolutely ideal for today's purposes. A box of matches, and I brought a little bit of my old favourite white block firelighter. Yeah, I know that might look like cheating if you've already got matches. Don't come out here and set yourself up for failure. If your intention is to make a fire, get a brew, enjoy a bit of peace and quiet, then take something that's going to get the fire lit. Don't leave yourself out there of like, oh damn, after all that trouble couldn't get the bloody fire to light. Anyway, we're going to look at exactly how we do that next. Yeah, okay, stay with me. Let's take a quick look at the wood. Gathered in grades, all done with my own bare hands. Didn't use a saw, didn't use an axe, anything like that. If you can see behind me, the Sitka spruce forest, these lower branches break off very easily. They're almost always dead and they burn quite well. So I'm going to start with this thinnest, crackliest, wispiest stuff that I could find. Next up, good old handful of pencil thick or thereabouts. And lastly, and possibly not necessary, is the finger thick stuff. This is a little damp on the outside, but I'm not too worried. Before I go ahead and light up, I'm going to always set my pot hanger and give the fire a base. This particularly is a job I don't want to be doing when the fire's burning. Just going to waste that fire while I fiddle around looking for appropriate sticks. Okay, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to take that off. Bit of household firelighter, crumbled up like a stock cube. You just can't miss with this stuff. Of course, it's not full-on beardy woodsmanship, but if it works, and it's not leaving a mess, then it's fine. Let's get that first layer on. You want to mess around once you've got the actual basic flame going. Going to give that a moment now just to gather. I want to see the smoke building, not necessarily a great ball of fire. Okay, that's the finger thick stuff burning now. You may notice I've had to change the fork and repositioning it, and I broke it. But hey, you know what? There's plenty of wood out here. That is not a problem. That's nice and steady. That's going to hold. If the fire's struggling a bit because the wood's damp, and I mean finding sort of completely dry tinder out here pretty tough, here's a very useful piece of equipment. This is just a section of an old carry mat which are used to kneel on or to sit on. It serves an excellent additional purpose. doing this. Much more comfortable than blowing on it. Actually pushes more oxygen in as well. Don't need to get down on my hands and knees, risk burning my face or whatever. There we go. And that'll be the water boiling result. Oh, a bit of skilled pouring there. Dump the rest of this on there, what the heck. Oh, that's great. What is it about the simple pleasures in life, eh? Just coming out into the woods, light a fire, walk your dog, she's around here somewhere, have a cup of coffee, just enjoy some peace and quiet, some nature. Yeah, it's great. And do you know what? Did it all with stuff that I'm willing to bet you've got somewhere in the house, in the garage, in a cupboard. So we'll talk again soon, and yeah, take care.